it's hard to imagine that if a President Biden or President Hillary Clinton had been in power over the last 4 years, that he or she would have imposed the Trump trade war tariffs. But with those tariffs in place, I think it'll be politically difficult for President Joe Biden to reverse them, especially given the lack of progress we've seen from the Chinese side in terms of implementing the purchase agreements included in the Phase 1 U.S. China trade deal. China's way behind the pace that they need to meet in order to fulfill those commitments. And so in that environment, I think Biden will find it difficult to roll back tariffs because he could be accused, he would be vulnerable to charges that he's quote unquote soft on China. But again, within that constraint, there may be space for President Biden to for example, increase the range of products that are excluded from official tariffs. So you keep the headline tariffs in place, but you could expand the exclusions. Exclusions would have already been granted under Trump. You could expand those, and that would provide some relief to U.S. consumers and U.S. companies, while to some extent insulating Biden from that soft on China charge.
Gabriel, I want to know how we think about the social media platforms, the fight over TikTok and WeChat. We think about the Democrats typically are seen as closer to Silicon Valley, and those that we've spoken to from the tech scene are a little bit cautious about how onerous these changes are for social media. They think that once you start tackling where data should be stored, that it could in fact uncover a whole heap of problems for some of those Silicon Valley names. So what would you expect a Biden presidency, if it happens, to mean for the measures against the likes of WeChat and TikTok?
I think we could expect President Biden to be somewhat more sympathetic to the concerns of the business community, including the concerns of tech companies in Silicon Valley. So one of the remarkable characteristics of the Trump administration is the extent to which he's been willing to press his case against China and to apply these tough measures, even in the face of complaints from Silicon Valley about lost revenue or U.S. exporters, whether it's in the semiconductor industry or software industry, that are losing revenue as a result of export controls. Under a Trump administration, under a Biden administration, I think the situation could be similar to what we discussed with tariffs, where it's going to be politically difficult for Biden to completely roll back the TikTok and WeChat bans. He may rely on the courts to achieve that for him. Again, it's hard to believe he would have applied those bans on his own. But given the pending court challenges against the executive orders that ban WeChat and TikTok, we might see a President Biden defend those bans less aggressively and allow the courts to hold them up or even strike them down, so that he could, again, avoid that soft on China accusation.